Okay, thanks for the moment, Stephen. Well, look, Damien, we're in stunned silence here in studio. It's very hard to get your head around what's happening here at a football match.
Yeah, Jackie, I have to say I'm shook up watching it myself. I'm sure the rest of the nation and the viewers feel the same. It's heartbreaking scenes. The scariest scenes I've seen on a football pitch. It gives me memories of Mark Vivian Foe dying on the pitch for Cameroon, I think it was. Malumbu, Bolton down at Spurs, but never really seen footage. But when you're watching a live game here, listen, Euro 2020 is secondary to this. Football secondary to this. What's that Shankly saying? You know, football, life and death. It's more important. When you see these scenes, it's absolutely not. So I really, really, from the bottom of my heart, hope he's okay, because it's heartbreaking to watch, Jackie.
I think whatever we're feeling, Liam, here, and football fans who are watching this, Christian Eriksen's family are watching this, and you know, I'm sure all they can do is hope and pray for him as well. But this must be so difficult. Yeah,
with social media, it's gone viral straight away. I've had a couple of messages on the phone praying.
Have you ever seen anything like this?
It happened to Fabrice Muamba at Tottenham, and thank God they got a doctor onto the pitch and they got him sorted out, and they saved his life, and that's what we have to hope is going to happen now. The medical people are in control of the situation, Jackie, and I'm sure they're going to do their utmost to bring him back, but he just fell like a stone, didn't he? And I initially thought he might have been hit by a coin or something like that. But when you saw his face, you just knew he was in real trouble.
I think that's what we all hoped. Damien, what about his teammates who were on the pitch? You know, like as you said, this is more than football. They're standing around, they're trying to make sense of everything going on here. What is going through their heads? Yeah,
listen, first and foremost, we hope he's okay and he recovers, but I don't know how they finish the game here. Their teammates, the opposition, the fans. Like I said, it's secondary. It's in nobody's thoughts to go and win 3 points, get a draw, whatever. It's disrespectful, I think, to what's gone on. So I really don't think how they finish the game. I can't see it happening. Because
you can even see the Finnish players here, Liam, like they're obviously distraught as well. Nobody knows what is happening. Everybody's just hoping and praying that everything is okay. But even for any of them to continue, even in this tournament, is difficult.
These things have happened before on a football field, but very, very rarely, Jackie. So they wouldn't have seen anything like this, and they know Eriksen very well. You know, everyone's just stunned. Everyone's just stunned. But I will say again, the medical people are with him, and hopefully they can do the job that we all want them to do.
Because in situations like this, look, stadiums are built, there's defibrillators there, the medical staff are there. We saw what happened with Fabrice Muamba. It is a miracle, Damien, but this is, you know, in modern day football stadiums, this is why the medics are there, for crazy situations.
Of course, yeah. Listen, watching the footage there, you wish the ambulance crew would have maybe even got over a bit quicker at the start. But yeah, listen, it's amazing. Why Eriksen, I don't know. And even in this day and age, Jackie, at clubs, there's medicals. Obviously, he's had one recently at Inter Milan. They go through absolutely everything. Obviously, nothing's been flagged or spotted. So, listen, God knows what's happened to him, but we wish him well.
Yeah, like you said, we genuinely don't know what the situation is, but if it's a heart attack, if it's something so sudden, he couldn't have even prepared for something like this, Liam. It's just, you know, he left his house this morning to play a football match.
Yeah, he's like, he's as fit as any person could be, you know. This might be his wife.
Well, good to see Kasper Schmeichel going down to talk to the family as well, because look, I'm sure, you know, that's a very difficult situation for her.
We need to see a good reaction in the next few minutes from the Danish players that they've got him revived, and they can get him to hospital, and they're going to save him. Well, we'll know from the reaction of the Danish players now. That may be his wife.
I'm assuming this is his, perhaps his wife, his family. The fact that they're there, at least maybe, I think, is, the fact that fans have actually been left into the stadium, the fact that she's there, Damien, I think just for her to be able to be there rather than watching that at home, maybe easier?
I'm not so sure.
You'd like to be there.
Yeah, the fact, listen, that it's even happened, but like I said, to reiterate, it's the scariest
thing the
Finnish
Finnish players are going in now, Damien.
We can see that the players are heading in. I think
the end of this game, the end of this game.
I think so. Let's go back to Stephen at the venue.
Well, it's uncharted territory for all of us, and goodness knows what's happening, because the Finnish players are walking off. The Danish team have stayed out there, surrounding their friend and teammate. Referee Anthony Taylor, no doubt, will talk to the authorities and let them know what's going to happen next. I see Kasper Schmeichel has made the move from Eriksen's wife down to... I saw one of the medics with his thumbs up. I just hope that means that something good has come of their intervention. Well, this was to be a celebration. The Parken Stadium was full of energy at the start of this day. And you can hear from the reaction of the fans that, well, they're trying to give Christian Eriksen their best support. For those of you who might be joining late, just about 10 minutes ago, right in the middle of the action, Christian Eriksen collapsed to the ground and has received medical attention. He's now being moved to the dressing room area alongside his teammates. Standing applause from the Finnish fans who've made the journey. And hopefully the news will be good. Back to the studio again.
Yeah, I certainly hope with all of our hearts here in studio that you're absolutely right, Stephen. Damien, I don't really know where to start here. I think people can see it on your faces here. It's just very, very hard for all of us to come to terms with what we're watching.
Yeah, like I said, I'm shook up watching it. I couldn't even watch the scenes. I just had to walk around the studio. A young, healthy man, the world at his feet. Why? I don't know, listen, hopefully he pulls through, but it just makes you think, cherish every day, not trying to get all deep on it, but it's heartbreaking scenes.
We're watching the players coming off. We can see all them. I mean, Liam, it's very hard for us to read body language even, but our sense even here in studio was, maybe they were walking off together with him, that we're hoping there's a positive outcome there.
Well, I thought it was something to be positive about. There was no histrionics from the players. They were walking just to kind of protect the people from seeing Eriksen on the stretcher. But there was no bad reaction to what the medical people had done for him. So I would be quite optimistic. I'm in uncharted territory here as well, as Stephen said. And, I kind of think that there was no bad reaction from the players. They look focused. Let's get him off as quickly as we can now and get him in the ambulance and get him to hospital. He's still alive. That's my feeling.
Yeah, look, I think that's all our hope, Damien. That's all anybody can do. That's all football fans who are right around the world, everybody is watching this moment together. And he certainly has the world behind him here praying tonight.
Yeah, I think so. And listen, football just takes a back seat when you see stuff like this. Obviously, I wouldn't think they're going to finish the game now. Would you wait for even go and play the game later? I don't know. Maybe we'll just have to wait on the news of Christian Eriksen, but it puts things in perspective watching that.
Well, it's just Yeah, I think that's the difficulty. It's what do you do even if you're in a tournament situation to continue, Liam, to just for these players to be able to just.
Yeah, I feel sorry for
anything.
you feel sorry for
Yeah.
everybody. You feel sorry for like the people surrounding it. Okay, his immediate family. You know, that must be horrific what they're going through. But the players, both players, both sets of teams. Probably not feeling like they want to play football. What are UEFA going to do? They've got to make the call. Does the game go on or do we play it another time? This is, as Stephen said, and it's a very good line, it's uncharted territory. We don't know what's going to happen, really. We're just praying that he's going to be okay, to get him to hospital and get him into intensive care where they're going to look after him.
We're in uncharted territory here as well. Even in studio, we're sitting here, we're talking about, are we playing football, are we not? We're just hearing UEFA have confirmed that the game has been suspended, so they won't replay it. They're calling it a medical emergency, so we won't replay it. Even from our situation here, though, Damien, how do we even talk about football? You know, how do we even, like we were planning, how are we going to look at that half, the Denmark chances? Just can't do that.
No, like I said, it's secondary, and we all get so pent up about it, whether you're a coach, a manager. Liam's been in the game an awful lot longer than me, and the love of our life and why we're here and why we get up in the morning. But like I said, it just takes a back seat, and no interest in watching the game later when you see that.
I made some notes. He was pulling the strings again for Denmark. You know, probably the best moves had come with him instigating them, and then they just got a throw in over there, and he just walked towards the thrower and just fell, you know. So, you know, I knew immediately, well, I was hoping he was hit by something, but I knew immediately when I saw his face that he was in real difficulty. But maybe, as Damien said, they were a bit slow getting out to him. You could see Schmeichel saying, come on, we need you, to the medical people. Well, I'm just think that the positive thing that I've seen was the reaction of the Danish players as they were walking off. I think he's still with us.
Yeah, well, I hope and pray you're right, Liam. Look, it's been a really uncharted territory is the word that Stephen used, that Liam used. I think for all of us, we are just in stunned silence, but UEFA have confirmed that this game will not be replayed. We're going to take a break here on the programme as we leave you. Our thoughts are with Christian Eriksen, and here's hoping that he can pull through this.